Hey guys, Tyrantt here. I want to start off by thanking everyone for participating in the preseason event number 1, and I really hope that everyone had a fun time with it. We made a couple of changes based on user feedback from this event, but for now, it's time to give a shout out to the preseason event 2 sponsor of the week, BetaFPV. If you're not familiar with BetaFPV, they were founded in February of 2017 and are dedicated to creating FPV drones with superior quality in order to help people get into the FPV hobby and enjoy the thrill of flying, speed, and exploration. If you're new to the hobby and don't know where to start, make sure to check out some of their Bind and Fly kits, which has everything you need to start your adventure. If you're interested in checking out one of their kits, check out the link in the description below. If you're new here and you're not familiar with how Tyrantt's Pro Whooper is played, please make sure to check out our introduction and explanation videos. You can find a video playlist in the YouTube description below. We've also created a new website for Tyrantt's Pro Whooper at prowhooper.com. Here you will find everything you need related to Tyrantt's Pro Whooper, which includes the current and past events, links to download the calculator, leaderboards, and submission forms, and all of the rules that you need to know. I've also included all of my build list, and I'll soon be creating FPV guides, so please make sure to check it out. Before we get started, there's a couple of small changes that we are making for this next event. We understand that the combo multiplier can be subjective and it can also be a little difficult to understand. So we are going to be completely removing this feature entirely. This should help with preventing the need for pilots to pre-plan their flights as well and lead to a more natural freestyle line. And in regards to the indoor obstacles, we've decided to allow pilots to utilize their obstacles of choice for maximum points. We understand that some of these obstacles, like a cube, can also be used like another obstacle, like a single gate. But in order to simplify everything, we've decided that all tricks done on an obstacle will be scored as that obstacle. So if you're using a cube and you do a power loop on the front face of the cube, it will be scored as a cube power loop and not a single gate. Now let's chat about the details for those of you who wish to fly indoors for this event. The indoor requirement will be 60 seconds with up to 10 seconds for an intro and or outro. For the tricks of the week, we will be doing an open air vanny roll for the beginner trick, an over under power flip for the intermediate trick, and an over under power switch for the advanced trick of the week. And if you're not familiar with what an over-under obstacle is, it's essentially any object that can be used where you can fly over and under it, like a table or a chair. The quad objectives will consist of a self-perch, where you land on yourself, disarm, and then take off again, performing a double orbit around any object, doing a juicy flick through a doorway, and executing a maverick loop around a table. I don't imagine there's going to be many people who are going to be flying outside this time of year, but we will continue to give out the details for any of those who are crazy enough to brave the cold. The outdoor time limit will be 90 seconds with up to 10 seconds total for the intro and or outro. Because of the cold weather, the map of the week will always be your yard until it starts to warm up again in the spring. For the tricks of the week, we will be doing a vanny roll for the beginner trick, a power flip for the intermediate trick, and a power switch for the advanced trick of the week. The quad objectives will consist of tree surfing, which means you're inside of a tree for 5 seconds, performing a double orbit around any object, executing a juicy flick, and doing a maverick loop around any object. As always, none of the tricks of the week or quad objectives are required to participate. You get to choose how you want to fly, where you want to fly, and when you want to fly. The deadline for the Preseason Event 2 will be on December 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And last but not least, this week's sponsored event prize will be a BetaFPV 12-amp flight controller. So with that being said, I hope everyone has fun with this next event. Happy whooping, Tyrantt out.